Hey guys, it's John checking in, and I wanted to say happy Friday to everybody. Hope you had a wonderful day. And I know I'm a bit late on this one today. Ooh, got two masks. Cool. I know I'm a bit late on this one today, but I've just been really tired this week. A lot going on. All of my classes, students working out and all that. But here we are. And missing a day of sleep will really throw off your whole schedule, you know. Let's see, topics I wanted to talk about today. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon here. It stopped raining, so I actually have some freaking energy. That's good. One thing that I was doing today that felt really good. I went in my Gmail and I deleted like 23,000 emails, something like that. I deleted most of my emails. Now I just have like a few hundred left to go through. But that feels nice. You know, keeping your environment clean is really important because your environment affects your mental state. Your environment reflects and affects your mental state. So if you keep something clean, it keeps your mind organized. If your things are disorganized, it's harder to be focused, and that affects your mental state as well, right? So, my apartment's pretty messy because I've been so busy lately. And I'm trying to take that back one step at a time. Starting with my Gmail. Then I'm probably going to go get some shopping done. Clean up a few things around here. Vacuum, change my sheets, you know, the basic things a normal adult should be doing. Yeah, so that's point one. Point two, I want to talk a little bit about diet and calories. I just ordered like 6 or 7 pounds of nuts. Came in these fancy little bags, these little resealable bags. They were cheap. It was like less than $50 for like 3 kilos of nuts. So, super cheap. But the thing is, nuts are really good. They're super healthy for you. They're super high in calories. They're basically like really, really high in fat, right? Walnuts are like basically pure fat. Which is good if you're on, you know, if you eat a lot of low-fat things like. The reason why I bought a bunch of nuts is because I basically eat chicken for my protein. So I don't have enough fat in my diet. I've been having trouble hitting my fat macros, so nuts really good to fill that out. Good protein, decent amount of carbs. They have a lot of everything actually. It's really rare macronutrient composition. So if you're having trouble balancing out your diet, I suggest just reading how many carbs are in the things you eat and eating some more nuts. Maybe eat an apple, eat some nuts, and eat some chicken breasts, something like that. Incorporate more of those into your diet, and you'll feel more full and satiated. And it'll also help level out, you know, your blood glucose levels, give you more even energy throughout the day, so you don't spike and crash. That's the problem with eating too many carbs. And like sugar, any processed sugar, your body doesn't have any need for it. It's not natural. Oh, it tastes good. Okay. That's it. You have no reason to be putting that in your body. It tastes good. It does taste good, and it's really awesome. And you can have it sometimes, but like your body has no evolutionary need for that. It just tastes good. You know, you've been hardwired. We've been hardwired. I mean, God, I just had an energy drink with an assload of, you know, added sugar in it. So I'm one to talk, but just be careful about that because it's kind of like alcohol. Like alcohol, your body can survive without it. It'll process it, but it'll also really mess up your metabolism, how it processes other things. Alcohol is way worse than sugar, but sugar's not that good for you. Yeah. Healthy sugar, eat an apple, you know? Okay, anything. All those points aside, nuts are super awesome for you, but they're also really calorie dense. Okay? So here, 100 grams of walnuts is 705 calories. 100 grams, that's what? It's like 3 or 4 ounces, right? So you guys want to see what 100 calories of walnuts looks like? I figure most of you should probably be eating somewhere in the ballpark of 2,000. Around 2,000 calories every day, just by the way. I mean, you need to get an idea, you know, once you start, if you start tracking your calories, you get an idea of how much you burn in a day, and then you kind of get the idea. Like, for me, I burn 3,100, roughly, but I also walk for like 3.5, 4 hours every day, and work out basically every day. So I'm extremely active. But most people, it's probably like between 1900 and 2500 in that range usually. If you're really busy, maybe 2700 maybe. Anyway, it depends on the person, but 100 calories of walnuts. There you go. That's 100 calories of walnuts. Right there. That's 100 calories, just a little handful. So nuts are good, but you should incorporate them with other things that are maybe more filling, give you more fiber, like eat some nuts and a banana, eat some nuts and an apple. Then you'll feel more satisfied from the nuts. The problem is your body needs a little time to process and digest and feel satisfied because nuts are fat. And the fat will take a little bit long. I think this could be me bullshitting, but I think the fat takes a little bit longer to digest and process, so you feel a bit more satisfied, a bit more full once it starts digesting. But you can sit down and eat 5 or 6 of these. You can eat like 4 ounces of walnuts, right, really easily. So you can eat just 3 or 4 of these, right? And that's 700 calories. That's a third of what you need for the whole day. And that's just literally sitting on the couch and popping on Netflix and half a show and half the bag of walnuts is gone. Oh, that's an extra 500 calories than I needed right now, and fat. And the problem with fat is it's just really high calorie dense, right? That's it. It's just too many calories. Fat doesn't make you fat. Extra calories make you fat. Whatever you're eating, you eat too much protein, you eat too much carbs, you eat too much fat. It doesn't matter what you're eating, the extra calories turn into fat. It's just energy storage. That's it. Okay, so that out of the way. That's 100 calories of walnuts, but get some nuts. I got walnuts, I got cashews, I got almonds. It's awesome. I just snack on them. And I've been using my fitness app and just putting in them and plugging in the calories every time and watching the little fat bar fill up. Feels good. Fixed my fat problem. Probably gave me a little more natural energy too. As you guys can see, my energy has really come back now that I'm actually eating at maintenance instead of starving myself. I think I might still be at a slight deficit of a couple hundred calories because I've only been maintaining for 3 or 4 days, so I haven't really seen the scale. The scale hasn't really shown me whether I'm gaining or losing weight yet, just because natural fluctuation. But I might actually still be losing at a slow rate because I'm really active. But anyway, 100 calories here. But for my 3,100 calories, roughly maintenance, so I'm not gaining and losing weight. That's what I'm doing now. I'm taking a break from my diet because I lost a lot of weight in 4 weeks. Now I'm going to feel like a normal person, have my normal amount of energy, feel really good for 2 weeks, and then take another month of dieting. That's my goal. It's just like working out. You spend 6 to 8 weeks pushing stronger and stronger, heavier and heavier. Then you take 1 or 2 weeks for your body to reset and readjust. And then you come back stronger the next week. So if you apply that to everything, it's progressive overload, right? Whatever it is that you do, make it harder, make it harder, make it harder. And then until you're about to grind yourself out, stop. Don't push past that limit, because then you're just going to burn out and it's going to suck and you're not going to want to do it again, and fuck that. And then you'll feel worse than you did in the first place. So take your time, push yourself harder, harder, and harder. Don't start out full steam. That's actually why I'm not consistent in the gym. I'm glad I have the trampoline and walking, because the weightlifting gym I'm really inconsistent because I go too hard the first couple times and I need an extra 3 or 4 days for my muscles to recover. So don't do that. Anyway, my daily calories, 3,118 calories, right? This is like a regular size ramen bowl. There you go. That's it. Just a bowl of walnuts. This is over 3,000 calories right here. So probably for most of you people watching, about let's fix this up here. This is all your calories in a day in walnuts. That's it. You could sit down and watch like one episode of, I don't know, we'll put on an episode of Wednesday or something like that, right? And just kill all that. So try and eat healthy foods. Just be careful how many calories you're putting in your body. It doesn't matter what you eat. You can eat unhealthy foods and put too many calories in your body. You can eat healthy foods and put too many calories in your body. The bottom line is, you put more calories in than you burn, then you're going to gain weight. You burn more calories than you put in, you're going to lose weight. It's that simple, guys. You might gain and lose water weight and other stuff, due to salt and fluids in your body. So actually there is upwards of 7 pounds of fluctuation. Like right when you start a diet, let's say you lose like 10 to 12 pounds, maybe you lost like 3 or 4 pounds of fat, but a lot of that's water weight and stuff too, because you're just, flushing out your body. Maybe you're drinking more water, you're eating less salt, or you're eating a healthy amount of salt, but you're eating less greasy foods. Yeah. So, yeah, this is just some motivation for you guys. I mean, if you want, I support you. I support you in your health endeavors, because I want everybody to, at the bare minimum, look like me. At the bare minimum. I think I'm not that fit. I'm pretty fit. I'm getting there. But compared to people who've been doing this consistently for years, I'm like 2 steps on my journey. Barely started. So I want to come home and I want to see everybody just ripped and shredded and like ready to step on the stage, fucking like hit a double biceps, and a side chest. Everybody. Oh, that'd be awesome. I want to like, see my family, and I want to just have a pose off with everybody. That would be cool. That's my dream, really, for you guys. Anyway, one more thing. I was talking to my dad, and he mentioned I should say something about Japan, because that was all just really modern day, could be anywhere bullshit, right? Okay. So one thing we have is a commuter pass, a teikiken, right? So for this gets me to and from work for a year. For a full year, going to and from work on the train. That's all I pay, is just this. And I walk to the train station and back. So that's part of my walking for the day. For a whole year, $1,300, that's it. This is all I pay for transportation. And then taking the train, or like going somewhere. I live in a big city. That's like, physically it's not that big, but there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of things here. I can walk to basically anything. I don't take the train like 85%, 90% of the time, because if I can walk 2 or 3 miles, I'll just walk. So, $1,300 a year, that's like 90% of my transport expenses. That's awesome. That's one thing that's really nice about living here, because it's a little tiny island. You guys know Japan is just over half the size of Texas. This entire, all 6,000 plus islands, all of that landmass is less than half the size of Texas. I like it here. And one more thing, convenience store. When you guys think of 7-Eleven, it's that gas station, right, that sells better food. Their food's better now, right? They sell like rollers and stuff you probably wouldn't want to get, stuff you probably wouldn't want to eat, right? Well, 7-Eleven in Japan, they sell everything. It's a truly convenient store. So let's say there's a 7-Eleven by a major train station. Businessmen, workers, young guys, all sorts of people who are working and like to drink and party go to the stations, right? So what they'll do in these convenience stores by the station, 7-Eleven's the biggest one. In the 7-Eleven, they'll have stuff like ties and socks and shirts and undershirts, like button-down shirts and undershirts. So you could get totally trashed on a Tuesday night. Even like take a girl to a hotel, because there's hotels by the station, right? And then finish up, do your business, right? Get everything, and then just walk into work the next day. Like 0 minutes of sleep, go down to the 7-Eleven, get a coffee, get like one of those 2 sandwich packs, and just get a change of clothes, go change in the bathroom, and just go to work. The people do that here. It's convenient, yeah. So you can buy groceries at 7-Eleven. You can buy like eggs and vegetables and stuff. They're not like grocery store groceries, but they're slightly more expensive. But really, you can live off of convenience stores here. I wouldn't suggest doing that in Texas. And the thing is, what they stock and what they sell is really cool. They update it so much, so they restock. Basically, in the U.S., let's say you go to a convenience store, a corner store, a gas station. Really, I think like in Dallas we have corner stores, right? But I think we would call it a corner store. I don't know if we would call it a convenience store. This, it's not a gas station, but it's like a 7-Eleven. That's every convenience store here is that. But nicer. Way nicer. And a lot of them have like Wi-Fi and a sitting area. And get this. So in the US, right, they restock like, I think it's once or twice a week, right? Because America's huge in logistics. Logistics aren't that good in America because America's so damn big. That's the reality of the situation. It's really hard to get good logistics when you have a giant country. That's something I realized about here in Japan. Japan's some of the best logistics in the world. One of my old students was like a CEO of a logistics company, and I just had some realizations about that. But they restock convenience stores here 3 times a day. 3 times every freaking day. So everything's like really fresh. And let's say you go to like the dollar store, right? So they have something called the 100 yen Lawson 100, right? So 100, it's a 100 yen coin. It's like a dollar coin, basically, right? Most of the things here, it's a dollar store, right? But I went here. I spent $8. Yeah, 1,123 yen, right? So like $8. I went and spent $8, and I got, let's see, 2 little sacks of like white onions, 2 sacks of white onions, an apple, a little sack of potatoes, olive oil, a popsicle, and like a little bag of fried beans. For $8, I got all this. Like, that's insane. Yeah. And the thing is, okay, so the 100 yen stores, there's an idea for like the discount stores, it's not as fresh, right? Well, in Japan, not as fresh means 1 day old. Like, oh, this fruit was harvested yesterday instead of today, and it's still really fresh and really tasty and has all those like micronutrients and extra like shine, right? I'm really spoiled for like fresh fruits and vegetables, though. I mean, they have to import a lot of stuff from Japan too, or to Japan too. Like these nuts, for example, they gotta import these, which is fine. They're nuts. You just roast them, put them in a bag, and seal it, whatever, But yeah, because not as fresh in Japan since everything's so close together. Logistics are so good. Is like equivalent to like the freshest stuff you get at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods in Texas, really. So I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled for fresh produce here, really. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, just a little update about transit, convenience stores, fresh stuff, dollar stores. Let me know if you want to know more details about that. What are people like? What are the bars like? Just ask me. If you have any more questions, yeah. But I'm laying low. I'm getting my finances in order, so I'm not really going out and traveling and stuff. But maybe in a few years, once I got a couple months expenses saved up, I'll think about it. But yeah, right now, I mean, it's easy to live on a budget. Actually, here, it's good. I mean, easier than a lot of places. Yeah. You just gotta find out how. This will be a little late, and I'll do another one tonight. I'm technically late, but yeah, sorry. Still getting one out every day, even if they come out the next day. Anyway, I guess happy Saturday now. Love you guys. Peace. See you this evening. Bye-bye.